Hey everyone, out in the interwebs, this is Andrew, and you're watching From the Watchtower. This episode I actually want to do on a review of this new Supernatural episode that aired tonight, which is King of the Damned, which actually it starts off with Crowley, Abaddon going back in time, kidnapping Crowley's son prior to him getting on the ship where he died, kidnapping his son, bringing him back, holding him ransom for Crowley, basically like, work with me or I'll torture your kid. And she's just sitting there going, just torturing his son and making his eyes start to bleed and tearing his eyes out in front of Crowley, hoping Crowley's going to give in and be like, oh crap, stop. And he eventually does. Say, you made your point. But more into it is he calls Dean up and he's working with Abaddon. So he calls Dean up and says, here, this is where you got to find the blade, go get the blade, and then come to this hotel and the penthouse, and I'll lead you to Abaddon, and you can kill that bitch. When Abaddon's sitting right there. So Crowley thinks Abaddon thinks Crowley's sitting there working with him, when all in all, he's really working with Dean and Sam. So, I mean, the way it goes in the end is they get there, and Crowley had actually given Dean the code word, the Poughkeepsie code word that he gave when he went to go pull the angel out of Sam. He gave him the whole code word, their get out of there code word. And he went that whole way with him, and what had actually happened is Dean didn't tell Sam that Crowley had given him that warning. He said, oh, Crowley said that there might have been some demons in the basement. He saw some demons go to the basement. So why don't you go down there and check that out, and I'll go snoop around up top. So Dean grabs the first blade, which is almost like a fucking drug addiction to that fool now. He's gotten to the point where, like, now I'm seeing him from now on, he's going to be getting shaky. If you don't get him, be like, oh, need the first blade. But, so Dean goes up to the penthouse, sees Crowley sitting there with a bullet in his chest that's actually got a devil's trap on it, so he can't move. So he's just sitting there like, oh, Dean, glad to see you. But what had actually happened is, here comes some fucking demon, comes out of nowhere, boom, Dean kills that fool. And then all you see is Abaddon comes out, throws Dean, just puts him up against the wall, and she thinks she's hot shit. And then Dean's got the blade in his hand, the first blade, and then you just see the mark of Cain just start lighting up on his arm through his jacket, and it stops the hold that Abaddon has on him. And so he's starting to be able to like walk through it, and it's like slow motion, just, walking through it with the blade. And then, yep, Abaddon's dead. Dean stabs that bitch and holds her up like on a pike, just and then she hits the floor, and Dean's still like rushing from the blade, and he's just stabbing her, blood spraying everywhere. But Abaddon is dead. Finally, Abaddon is dead. We don't got to worry about that crazy bitch no more. But a lot of the episode went along with Castiel and the Metatron fight. So Castiel's leading his soldiers, which technically he's working for Metatron by leading them. So Castiel trying to do some research because there's someone in Castiel's group that's giving away shit to Metatron, because he tries to meet Gladriel tries to meet Gladriel on his own, and assassins show up to kill Castiel and kill the chick he's with. And so Gladriel actually tells Castiel, I knew nothing about it, that was all him, it wasn't me. He's all, well, I want you to report back to me and let me know what's going on, and just keep touch base with me, basically. Which is cool. Now Castiel's got him helping him out, just to have an honorable war. They both believe in honor, so that's the way we're going to go with it. But what do you guys think is going to happen next week? I'm seeing Dean with the blade all over the place. He doesn't want to get rid of it. Sam tells him, let's go lock it up somewhere far away. Boom, not going to happen. So he's like, no, not doing that. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe to the video. Give me a big thumbs up. And check out my page out on Facebook. It's From the Watchtower. And then you can also check me out on Twitter at Andrew Van Kel. Again, this is Andrew, and you've been watching From the Watchtower. Peace.